it kind of kills everything in your energy field that's really not right. Or another way of saying that, it builds up your serotonin stress defense shield. When you're in a city all the time, especially in New York City, it's like that stress defense shield gets corroded down and corroded down and corroded down. And suddenly it's like somebody touches you, you go, get off me! Is that, you know, don't touch me! What are you touching me for? It's like, whoa, okay. That's a stress defense shield. The irritability, when it gets brought down, that's where you were starting to get super sensitive. And what does that mean later in life? I was thinking of George Harrison, you know, the Beatles. Remember George Harrison? I was thinking, man, the guy, he checked out at 56. That's a tragedy. I mean, he should have checked out 112 minimum. What happened? The stress got so much to him, he broke his stress defense shield. Next thing you know, he's feeling it in his stomach. Right? Stomach cancer. Or people feel it in their neck. Oh, he's a pain in the neck. However you look at it. Oh, it was hard, you know, the divorce happens, the husband dies, something where like, it hurt my heart. You feel it in your heart, right? And then we feel it, but that's what gets us, actually. So how do we build that stress defense shield up? Colloidal gold is that thing that does that. But when we're dealing with superfoods, I just want to jump back to this. This is where we get our vitamins, our minerals, our polysaccharides. How many people know about that? Right? We thought, like, you know, we grew up on vitamins and minerals, like we're supposed to have vitamins and minerals. Is that everything that's out there? Turns out it's not. There are thousands of substances in foods. So we're finding out, oh, wait a second, it's not just vitamins and minerals, now it's amino acids, or then it was protein, now it's amino acids, and then we have to have all the essential amino acids, and then it's good if we have all 22 amino acids, and now we're finding out, oh, wait, there's 8 essential sugars that we need. Then we found out about the essential fatty acids. Then we found out that they're not all the same, and that we actually need the long-chain essential fatty acids, which is in blue-green algae, by the way. You know, so it's just a continuing distillation of discovery, which I don't know about you, but I don't want to wait for science to figure this all out and deliver it to us in some petroleum byproduct called a supplement. I'm just like let's just have the food that has it already. You know, and also has the time-proven piece behind it. Time-proven. I don't want stuff that's brand new. It was invented in 1960 or 1980 or 1993. I want stuff that's like, that's so ancient it's from the beginning of time, like goji berries. #1 thing in Chinese medicine. For how long? How about 5,000 years? How about a 8,000 food herb system? What's going to be #1 in that system? Goji berry? How ginseng got here before goji berry is a mystery to me, because goji berries are easy to eat. You want to eat them. Oh, cool. Can we do goji berries? That's goji berries right there. Let's go over here. Oh, okay. Look, here's the little thing. Happy food. There we go. Okay. What's going on there? This plant, by the way, I'm not just into eating this stuff. You know, I love eating it, and I'm so into it, you wouldn't even believe how into it that I am in this stuff. I brought that food to the raw food scene, to the world, really. I mean, before in the West, some of you have been around long enough, you know that. Some people are like, no, I don't know. Cacao is another one. You know, I brought that from nothing. You could even get conventionally grown raw cacao anywhere, not on any website, nowhere. So when it comes to something like this, I am really into it, into this level. That I'm growing that in Hawaii and in central Ontario, Canada. And guess what? It will grow in both ecosystems. Same seed. This is one of the most powerful foods in the world. It grows in Hawaii and central Ontario, Canada? Are you kidding me? What's going on there with the protoplasm of this food? Here's the latest research on goji berries. I was just telling these guys about this yesterday. Turns out that with the way we think about food may or may be incorrect. That in this way, that there are organisms that live symbiotically in foods. There's organisms that live symbiotically in you, like Acidophilus. Do you know about that? That we have friendly bacteria that lives in us. So that's they're symbiotically living with us. We could live without them, but we live better with them. Who's heard of this? Friendly bacteria. We live better with them. Well, there's trees that live better with mushrooms in them. We were just talking about shaga, the great king of the mushrooms in Siberian shamanism, grows all the way through the forests of the New England, all the way through the whole stretches of all the way of the temperate climate of Canada, all the way into Siberia, all over the world. It's a mushroom, and it lives in a living tree. It's symbiotic. Well, it turns out goji berry has a symbiotic organism that lives in it, and it's a bacteria. And guess what that bacteria is? It's the most powerful probiotic in the world. Dr. O'Hara spent 35 years of his life studying it. He doesn't know me. He never heard of Elemnts for Life. He never heard of Chad. He never heard of any of us. Any of like what we've been doing with goji berries in America the last 10 years, never heard of any of that. He's from Japan. I read his book. And this is like serious science book. I mean, this is like, you can't buy this book in a store or even on the internet or anything. I got it at a show, at a trade show. And so I started going through it, and it's a compilation of all his research. And he found out there's a probiotic or a friendly bacteria that's symbiotic, and it's inside the DNA of the goji berry. That's just so we get this. And when you eat the goji berry, that friendly bacteria becomes available to you. And so you'll notice if you've eaten goji berries, there's something about digestion. It improves your digestion. Or if you have food and then you eat goji berries with it, it digests better. Anybody notice that? Isn't that fascinating? This is the latest stuff on goji berries. It could have been any food. It could have been anything. I read Dr. O'Hara's book. I was like, it's like, what? Goji berries of any